What's going on, guys? It's GBP baby. Welcome back to another video. I hope everybody's doing well, and hopefully you've watched yesterday's video where I outlined pretty much exactly what happened today. It was very nice to see price deliver, just as we anticipated, although it did leave us with a bit of in an awkward position as to where we're anticipating price to go, especially the way that we responded to this bullish order block. So here's the daily, and you can see we traded right up into a premium, trading into this wick low, which is what I drew our attention to, and then price eventually reversed and ran lower, running straight for the anticipated consolidation point. And then based off once we reached there, price then pulled back in on itself. So we are currently range bound, a little bit range stuck right now, which isn't ideal. But nonetheless, let's go to the 4 hour and take a closer look at price. And you can see how price ran up, broke down here. We have a breaking market structure, and then we ran straight for the consolidation and the sell side liquidity. Now, what I have my eyes set on is this inversion fair value gap, which is now formed between this high and this low. So I'm expecting this to provide resistance. So if we manage to keep rallying, moving into the new day, I want to see price find resistance there. And I am still bearish in that I want to see price come down into the consolidation, which remember we anticipate price to consolidate here. So seeing us bounce off it is nothing new. And then I'm looking to see if we can reach for that south side liquidity target as well. Now if we go to the 1 hour, you can see again better delivery. How we ran out where exactly I wanted to see price go to, but you can see we took out this high, stayed within the range I was speaking about, and then we had displacement. So as I was saying, price may still rally up moving into the new day, but I'm expecting continued bearishness. So I do believe this is just a retracement into the premium for us then to drop lower as we move into the next day. Obviously we have high impact news as well to help drive that, and again I'm looking for these lows and us to get through this consolidation right here. So yeah, that's that inversion block, and then we also have the Sunday opening price, which is right here, even though we gapped. I'm happy for price to rally above it, but that should be seen as a premium for us nonetheless if we're expecting a down close week. So Tuesday, happy for us to rally, looking for an inversion fair value gap for us to turn around and trade on lower for the rest of the day and try and reach our sell side liquidity targets. So we'll go to the 5 minute. As you can see, we're kind of stuck at this point of distribution, but again, we have some relatively equal highs. I wouldn't be surprised if those got ran, and I'm happy for price to continue to rally up into that as we enter the new day. Again, after that, I'm looking for price to reverse again and continue giving us downward price action. So it is very possible that we may have created the high on Monday. Very rare, but it is a possibility. Let's go to GBP USD, and you can see here is where I went long as soon as we entered the fair value gap. I did draw our attention to this level yesterday, so hopefully you guys also were aware of this. Now 3 a.m. is a significant time as to when we expect price to expand, so that's why I was comfortable going long. It's all about time and price, and then I got out just above these highs, just as anticipated, and then from then prices got very messy. Now when you have large expansions during the day between London and New York like this, it's likely that the rest of the day is going to be a mess, and that's what we saw here. And you can see we've pretty much dropped right back down into this range, and I wouldn't be surprised if we made it a little bit deeper moving into the new day, but it's just interesting to see how quickly price reversed and how volatile it is. This is very volatile in general, so we do need to be wary of that. Let's go to the daily, and I will just get rid of these, and you can see here's the daily, and again we have a fair value gap that's formed, but if we're still bullish, price should be able to continue on higher. It might want to dip down into the fair value gap on the daily. That's fine if it does. Again, you can see that blue box, which I'm happy for price to trade in, is still there, so that may be a possibility, especially with how bearish we're being. But I'd like to think that this consolidation here can hold support, and then we'd be able to trade on higher for the rest of the day. It's just a lot of back and forth price action that we need to be very wary of, and this displacement is kind of driving me insane in that I'm not sure whether we should see it as displacement or not, especially the way we're reacting to these levels. So tomorrow's going to be quite an interesting day. I don't think I'm going to be trading tomorrow just because of how much movement we had on the Monday. So I can imagine Tuesday's going to be quite a bit messy. But what we might find is that this consolidation, for example, right here, this might stop price from getting above it. So we might rally up into it, but it might prevent price from trading through it, which is what's going to send it deeper into this range right here. So that's what I've got my eyes set on, and I'm a little bit nervous about, so to speak. And like I said, I don't think I'll be trading it. But yeah, definitely look around 3 o'clock, 3:30. If you haven't watched my backtesting videos, all of that, 3:30 being a significant times trade is all in there, as in when you should be looking for setups and whatnot. But yeah, very interesting afternoon run into 6 p.m. to the downside. So it'll be interesting to see how we act around this consolidation, because as far as I'm concerned, I'm convinced that we'll probably find resistance, and then as we enter London, we'll probably drop price a bit lower and get back down into this, in line with dollar rallying a little bit more, even though it's rallying right now, Jesus. But in line with dollar reaching up back into its premiums up here. So yeah, tomorrow I'm not looking forward to whatsoever. Here's euro, sorry, and you can see euro rallied, had a down close day, took out this high, and again you can see we've already started trading back down into its range. Here's a bullish order block though, so if we're bullish, that should be respected. And you can see we just tapped into this level right here, like literally just today, just now, into a fair value gap, 50% level off that. Very interesting. Voila. So that's interesting. It'll be if price manages to hold, then we'll keep rallying for the rest of the Tuesday and Wednesday, and we can start looking at these highs as potential targets. It's just whether we can get out of this mess. And like I said, after we've had such a big day running both sides of the market, I don't think Tuesday London session is going to be the best to trade, and I don't think we'll see any kind of significant movement until the New York session, any kind of potential setup. So I do like the way we're respecting the bullish order block right here, but as I was saying, there's room for GBP and dollar, to rally, and we need to allow for that. So how should we approach this? Well, I guess I don't think the London session is going to offer us much, and these candles aren't looking the cleanest. But generally speaking, this red box, which I drew out in yesterday's video, and I need to be clear on what it is. I believe it's just this fair value gap. If we close above this on like the 4-hour basis, then it should be able to hold support, and then we can use this as a trampoline for price, and then we might find divergence in that euro might not take out its low and then carry on trading higher, and GBP might take out its low and carry on trading higher. But the main important things right now is the fact that we're respecting a bullish order block right here. Yes, we're wicking down into other wicks, but you can see our price is very easily coming off of this, and it's very possible we want to get back above this Sunday opening price. So that's what I'm looking very closely at. And then on dollar, similarly, remember we have a bearish fair value gap right here. There's an inversion fair value gap, so there's not really much room for price to rally above Sunday opening. And then we're looking for price to get down to this consolidation and potentially run this outside liquidity. But I just think it's going to be very messy tomorrow, to be honest, until after the news. So just take that with what you will. So that's going to be everything, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to drop a like, drop a comment, smash subscribe, join the mailing list, and join the Discord server. We had some nice chats in there today about price delivery, and I shared my trade and whatnot, and I'm happy to answer any questions on it. Yes, it's paper trading, but I'm showing you that the reason I drew our attention to it because I called out these levels, and when price trades to them at a certain time and we see a reversal at a certain time, it makes it safer to trade. This isn't trading advice though. But yeah, it's very interesting to see how we act around this Sunday opening price, isn't it? If, say, we pull back during the Asia session and prices aggressively trading lower, then I'll simply be bearish on dollar happily, long on GBP, just as I was with the expectation to run this buy-side target. It'll be as simple as that. It's just whether it gives us it, and if it does, I'll be very shocked, again, because of how much movement we saw today. So that's just something to consider. So yeah, that's everything. Don't forget to drop a like, drop a comment, and I'll catch you tomorrow. Peace.